Hi guys, welcome to the TCL Global Podcast. This is your host, Rabab Miraj, and we're going to talk about everything related to education here with education experts from around the world. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and tune into this episode. Welcome back to yet another episode of the TCL Global Podcast. I'm your host, Rabab Miraj, and we're here with a very special guest, none other than the country director of Pakistan, Mr. Faisal Mahmood. I'm going to introduce him a little bit. We're very grateful to have him here. He's worked in the education sector for a long time, and he knows really the ins and outs of what the needs and the niches of international and even national level education is like, but I think you'll do a better job of introducing yourself, so please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Rubab. Well, my name is Faisal. I'm leading this TCL Global as the country director of Pakistan. I'm into the education sector for the last 20 years, working with different schools, colleges, and universities. Well, at TCL Global, of course, I was discussing earlier that, we have this slogan, we support locally, we recruit globally. So basic purpose of this, platform is to provide students a pathway, profession pathway to students who wants to pursue for international education. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it's free, right? That's a special thing. But what makes this role so unique to you or special to you? You've worked at other institutions and things before, but what is the specialness of this?
Yeah, well, every parent has a dream that their children should go for better qualification, even for international qualification.
Yeah.
So if we see, if I go back and see at our time of schooling or universities, we don't have these kind of facilities available. We don't have these kind of guidelines available. But I think today's students, our young generation, they are lucky enough to have these kind of facility, and here we come at TCL Global, where we give them this platform. We match their requirement with the international universities. We have more than 100 universities in the UK who work directly with us. So we connect them, our students, as per their requirement with the international universities. We offer them scholarships. We provide them facilities like accommodation or guide them on the visa services. So it's kind of a one-box solution for our students and for the parents as well. So this is what, this is totally a different thing, I think, which and the best thing which I must say is we are not, charging anything. We are just providing the facilities, So this is what, we are doing at TCL Global.
I think that's what is special that you said. It's like the one-box solution for the parents and the students alike. So even if, let's say, someone from any region in Pakistan really wants to go abroad, but they don't know how, that's where TCL Global comes in and fills in. So talking more closely about what you do is how, as an international company, and this also goes with the slogan, right? We support locally, recruit globally. As an international organization, TCL Global, nationally, the impact that it's making in the market or in the global, in the education sector. Can you tell me more about that, especially?
Yeah, we work, of course, we support our students for international qualification, but eventually we work with the local institutions as well. We work with the schools who, of course, have the students for international GCSE and A levels, who want to pursue for international qualification. So probably for the foundation course, we help them, we guide them. Secondly, we work with the these local universities in Pakistan. If a student wants to go after graduation or master or even for PhD, so we support them. So we have a team back in office in the UK who guide them, and this is another thing which we recently have introduced is we basically support them. If any students or any school group wants to go to UK, so we connect them with the international university. They can have a university tour, university session with them, activities. So they actually want to see how this thing will look like if they plan their things in future. So these kind of some initiatives we have recently taken, in which we are very focused with the some of the international universities as well. We are matching their these local schools and local universities to support our students internationally as well.
Yeah, and I think that is really the key to success, not only for the organization but for the students, and that's why for their parents, because TCL Global is now bridging the gap in whichever country they're in. Like we're here in Pakistan, there's branches in the MENA region, in Africa, whatnot. So by bridging this gap, you are really helping not even give the confidence, but also the chance of higher exposure to so many students. And I'm sure those people who are listening, it maybe gives them hope that they should opt for higher education. And since you've already talked about current initiatives, I want to know what the future initiatives are going to look like for the curious listener.
Well, one thing which is again a recent initiative as well, but of course that's our future plan as well. We are working with the universities locally. We have started this Campus Ambassador program. So Campus Ambassador program is basically, we after every student wants some kind of experience when they want to go for the professional life. So what we are providing them is like after your any degree, you can come to us. We give you the internship opportunity in our office. They can work under different departments. And after 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever whatever they have done, so we can provide them international certification, which actually will give them a chance to have some kind of experience with them. Other than that, I recently mentioned about this global tour education, which basically we take the students, give them a real life experience in the international universities. Secondly, we recently have onboarded Canada, US, and Australia. So we are now open for these destinations as well. So we have recently signed 16 universities for US, and now we are open for Canada and Australia as well. So I think this year our target is we can start this thing, and in July probably the training of the team will start. So we are actually giving more avenues, more destinations to our students in Pakistan.
I mean, that's amazing. And I'm sure just like you are the country director here, there must be, a country director for all the other different countries we're in. And so this expansion into new markets, in one of the last episodes, I was talking to your Global Director of Partnerships, Mr. Ryan Powell, and he was also talking about just how on a local, being stationed on a local level, how you can make impact not only locally, but then connect those people internationally. And the fact that you mentioned this initiative just, I think, stands out the most to me is that expanding to US, Canada, and Australia.
Yes.
That is amazing. And I think I also noticed this in you and even our previous guests, is that you all share a passion for being the helping hand or holding the hands of the aspirants to have a better higher education abroad.
Yeah.
So if you have any maybe last inspiring words for our listeners that you feel like they should hear before we close off.
Yeah, I think one of the initiative which I forgot to mention is we are working with the these schools in Pakistan, right? What we do is every schools, the students who wants to go for different international universities.
Yeah.
So we are asking them, rather you go to anywhere, our team comes to you.
Yeah.
So we have recently signed a couple of MOUs with different education institutions in Pakistan, where we are providing them career counseling services. That's totally free of cost. So the benefit is, so we, parents and school. So of course school, parents have a trust on school is connecting with us. So this triangle is actually working a very parallel side, that we take them to, these students, providing them this opportunity, where they can get different options. And what we do is we are, we have these international universities who are working with us. So we are planning to have a joint education expos with these schools and these students to give them these counseling sessions at their doorstep. So now come to your thing, so what I think pretty much our students are our future. So of course, we are here to guide them where support is available. I request each and every student, so do visit our website do visit on our social media pages. We keep posting our developments, our updates and everything. So we have a complete team available, career counseling team, which are here to support them, guide them. So the main thing is, we guide you, nurture your dreams and help to fulfill them. So this is what and I think this is the time, because there is one thing which I must say: if you can't compete the world within the time, so you will be nowhere. So I have studied at one of the place, whatever we are getting education today, these jobs are not available in the 15 years.
Yeah, or even before. They were not available
exactly.
Before.
So you need to be, excel yourself in so many things. So this is the time. I mean, you need to compete with the world. So we are now in AI. Artificial intelligence is here. So if the students couldn't want to compete in this in this competitive world, so they are nowhere.
Exactly.
So that's the only thing is, of course, locally we have unfortunately some of the challenges, but when we see internationally things are different. So we want our students to move with the international exactly.
And I think it's not the beautiful thing that I noticed in TCL Global's initiatives, that it's not just all the big cities, and it's not let's say Karachi, Islamabad, but in each region that they're in, it's even like really for an opportunity for everyone, and that is what I'm really happy about, and I think people should take note of that. So it doesn't matter if you're watching this from some small town. Visit our website, you have the internet, and we can talk about it.
Exactly.
So thank you so much for taking out your time for us. This was a lovely episode. I think we all learned a lot. I learned a lot. Feel very inspired. And
no, thank you very much, Rubaf.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Remember to subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for more episodes and meet amazing people in the education industry. Also, leave reviews and comments so that we can improve for you. And also follow our Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram for more study abroad content.